attracting talent, there's a big one. So every company is probably struggling to find the right people. I suppose when the economy is kind of in a tough place right now. There's a lot of people looking for work, and really hoping that everybody can have a good landing and get the work they need to support themselves. You have a ton of people applying for jobs. That can be tough for a company because you're trying to figure out who's the best person I should hire. And if there's not a lot of people applying for jobs, you're like, how can I get more people to apply so I can find the right person for the job? So, it seems to me there's probably a lot of ways that a website, when done well, could help you attract the best talent for your organization, right, Tom?
Absolutely. And I often think of the old days when, people would go to the old job classifieds and look for a job, and it was that was a very limited market. That's the only place people looked, and it was pretty straightforward. And it's not that way at all anymore. That you can't just open up any one resource to find a job. And so it's a challenge for people looking for jobs, but also a challenge for people looking to find talent. And as you mentioned, it may be a different challenge when the economy's good than when it's bad, but it's always something that companies need to deal with. And courting talent is very similar to courting customers in that there has to be, in fact, in a lot of cases, these are people you have to work with every day. It's really important that alignment is there. There certainly should be no smoke and mirrors in trying to attract talent, because they're going to work there if they're the right person, and they'll find out real quickly that that's not who you are if it was a misrepresentation. But in a competitive market, and honestly in the modern world, you have to be visible as an employer in places other than the prevailing platform like Indeed. You have people will go out and identify companies that they want to work for, and they might track you down based on the values you represent from a brand perspective. But as soon as they identify you as the company they want to be seen working for, they're going to be looking for that information about what does this mean to me in terms of benefits, in terms of team, how do they treat us? What's their philosophy towards business? What's the diversity of the team? A lot of really important things to employees. So yeah, that is absolutely number two in terms of the number two or three in terms of the most important things to do with your website, the most valuable things that you can be doing with your website. The other two being selling your product, automating sales, and driving leads, marketing leads.
I suppose some of those other ones, they're going to feel more cut and dry for decision makers, business owners. It's like, hey, put investment in, get money back by selling a thing, and that sort of deal, getting leads, whatnot. Whereas trying to attract the best talent, like, is it making me money? Indirectly, yes, because those people might be doing work. But I imagine that if you're attracting not so great talent and you're hiring people, I do know from my days and working in HR organizations, things like that, that if you bring on team members and they aren't a good fit and they don't do as great of a job as you'd like, or they aren't a good fit the culture, or they kind of create friction with your customers, well, all of a sudden it's almost like it's costing you money, right? So there you go, right? I mean, maybe it's saving you money if you get their best talent, then make more because they're making your customers happy, right?
The potential cost of a bad employee is infinite, because they could come in and lose all your customers, and that could lose all of your future customers, and you are literally back to square one as a business. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't take much. Even disruption of culture, which is a very real thing. One person coming in there, into a well-established team that really works well together, can really rock the boat in a way that costs you a lot of productivity or a lot of positivity, or even loses you other key staff. Mm-hmm. So it's really, really important. It's a really key component to the current mindset of attracting the right talent. Is that you have to have a tool that does that for you. That's your website.
Hi, this is Sarah from Denver Data Web. Thanks for watching. Please like our video and subscribe for future digital strategy chats. You can also visit our website at denverdata.com or find us on social media at Denver Data Web.